Eric brought me a story. I asked him, have you ever fallen in love at first? He was like, yes, I have. I'm going to tell you the story. And then I went home and wrote a song. Keep it to like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah. I'll make it. Yeah. Okay, so this is not prepared. But one time, I used to live in Florida. I didn't really take risks like that when it came to, like, the lasses, the ladies, all that stuff. But it was the 4th of July, and we went on a little road trip to a great town, St. Augustine. Anybody might know it. And it's a little beach town, and I kept hearing, like, you gotta go to Mayday Ice Cream. It's the best ice cream shop. I'm like, okay, bet. So we're walking by all these ice cream shops at 138 degrees, and we walk into this Mayday ice cream shop. I'm sweating, and I see this woman who just, she took me. And I didn't know how to feel. I've never felt this sensation. And immediately I'm trying to think about, how to have a conversation with her, strike up a conversation.
Which is incredibly hard, by the way, for guys. We don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's hard.
Very helpful.
And I get to talking to her. I need to speed it up a little bit, but I asked her if she had any recommendations on a place to eat. She was like, I don't know, I'm not from here. I'm like, why are you not from here? She was like, oh, I'm here with my church. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to marry you. At this point, the guys who lit, I thought there was like a 60% chance I was going to marry this girl at this point. And, but we left. I didn't ask her for her number. I got too scared. And we went to dinner, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm in my head, right? So I got to confess to the boys, I got to come in. Like, all right, guys, I don't know what to do. The idea that I came up with was
just get ready. This is insane.
They gave, when you go to dinner and they give you bread beforehand? I was like, I got to stand out. So I took the pen that you write a tip on, and I wrote on the bread. I wrote her a letter. The letter was very short. Not like his letter. His letter was very long. And her name was Adele. She's a beautiful name.
How does she spell it?
Adaile.
Red flag.
And I wrote Adele, you rock, from Eric, and I walked back and gave her the bread. I walked in there freaking out. My friends, I've never been hyped up like this. I have in my life to this point. Like, the guys give me so much confidence. I give her this bread, and I give her this bread. She's wearing this red bandana. I can't think about it. But we leave. She takes a picture of me with the bread. I didn't ask for her number. Anyways, so I go back to Florida. I drive like 2 hours home, and for like a solid 3 days, like I am sick. Like I'm like reading a book about relationships. I'm like, you've never heard that. I'm sick. And it's Friday night comes, and I'm sitting with my boy Tommy, he's a legend. And I'm in my head, and I'm like, I didn't know. We tried calling the ice cream shop. Nobody answers. So suddenly we're in a car driving back to St. Augustine, Florida. I drive 2 hours through like the pouring rain. We park in St. Augustine. We walk to Mayday Ice Cream. I don't even know if this girl's gonna be working. And I'm gathering flowers. It's pouring rain. It's so romantic. I'm wearing a Abernathy t-shirt. I don't even know him yet.
Bad call. Instant curse. Instant curse.
Yeah. And I picked these flowers from like somebody's yard. And we turn the corner to see Mayday Ice Cream, and through the window I see the red bandana. And I'm over 3 minutes, so I'm gonna speed it up. I walk in there, I give her the flowers, she knows exactly what's happening. She's like, I thought you went home. I was like, yeah, I did. And then I give her the flowers, I'm like, Adele, I would love to take you on a date. She's like, oh, that's so kind. I'm like leaving, I'm leaving in 3 weeks though. Like, well, here, like, follow me on Instagram. I'm like, okay, cool, like, I got it. And I'm solid. I got my form of communication. We hang out for like 45 minutes. My friend Tommy was there to witness. He was like, hey, you guys are hanging out. And I'm like, she gave me an answer. I'm like, okay, this is great. And I'm like joking with her. I'm like, oh my gosh, it'd be so funny if you didn't follow me back.
No.
And so we leave St. Augustine, Florida.
Who did she follow back?
We leave St. Augustine, Florida. send a message, hey, great to meet you. Nothing. 4 days later, she follows back my friend on Instagram. And I never heard from her again, so Brendan wrote a song about it.
This is called Bandana. Next song I release. Give it up for Eric Johnson. Ask my friends, have you ever fallen in love at first sight? Watch your life fade to paper thin, without her to fill it up. It was a summer day, driving with the boys to Augustine. This is America, this is gasoline. Hey, let's fill it up. Then I saw you, and I've never been the same. What's a man to do? You dropped my pride like falling rain. Mayday, mayday, don't be the one to get away, babe, way, babe. I know I sound insane. What's your middle name? I know you're leaving in 3 weeks, but I don't give a damn. I wanna be the one you want about. When you remember your months in the South, in the danger that you faced, if you were to stay in your bandana days. Oh, you left out. You then checked on her Instagram and she had a boyfriend the whole time. Literally just lead off with that. Like, spare the man the loaf of bread. So, I bet you drove home back to Missouri in your boat, the one you never mentioned in our whole conversation. So I gotta know, darling, I gotta know. Remember her name's Adele. That's you. It was all just a game. Or did you feel it too? When you set fire to the rain. Mayday, don't be the one to get away, babe, way, babe. I know I sound insane. Can I say, hey, what's your middle name? You're gonna I know you're leaving in 3 weeks, but I don't give a damn. I wanna be the one you want about. When you remember your months in the South, in the danger that you faced, if you were to stay in your bandana days. To you it was only a season, and time was only a feeling. You tell your friends about your life as you drown out the lost. Was it at least an honor to warm my entire expectation of love? What I want in a crush when you lay down in bed. Do you see that red cloth and think about us? Do you say, mayday, mayday, don't be the one to get away, babe, way, babe. I know I sound insane. What's your middle name? I'm not doing kicks until you hear the words. I know you're leaving in 3 weeks, but I don't give a damn. I wanna be the one you want about. When you remember your months in the South, and the danger that you faced, if you would have stayed in your bandana